Now don't forget, you're Trevis. This is Jerry.
Yeah. I should have ate, but I didn't. But I ate a lot last night.
Today?
So good. Yeah, I didn't eat. Not yet. Well, I usually don't eat before 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I tried something new because I've been thinking about that. Like, I eat breakfast as soon as I wake up every morning, no matter whether I'm hungry or not. But today I didn't, just because I'm trying to wait 12 hours between meals. Yeah. And it was fine. Like, I did class this morning, and I ate after class.
Well, that's because typically it's what you've eaten the day before.
Yeah.
That has the biggest bearings on it. That kind of stuff first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And I used to eat by 6 every morning.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh my God, there's no way I can go till 9 o'clock and not eat.
Right.
But once you do that, I'm not hungry at 6.
Right.
I mean, I can, in some mornings, I can go probably till 10, 10:30. Yesterday was really weird because they took us out at work for lunch, so they said, we won't be leaving till 1:30. So I went to, our hot water heater blew up the night before, so I didn't want to dirty dishes making eggs because I'd have to have hot water to get the coconut oil out of the pan. So I just went to work, and I went down to the fake Panera place, and I got an egg white with a piece of cheese on it with just like a quarter of a slice of an avocado. And I was like, oh my God, I hope this holds me till I brought chicken and a little bit of salad for a snack. But I ate that, and it was really good, and I went out to the floor to work, and next thing I know, it's like 12:15, and I'm like, wow, that held me. Yeah, because I went down like at 8 o'clock and got that. Yeah. And I was like, wow, that really like held me for a long time. So, egg whites of all things. Yeah. I don't know what the deal was.
That's weird.
But it must have been the fat that, with the avocado and that cheese. But it worked. It was good.
Yeah, that'll hold you over.
Well, I was like, oh my God, I hope I can train, because I feel like I'm behind on food. But yeah, it went, last night went good. I felt good training, so good. All worked out.
Nice.
Yeah. So, anyway. Okay, we ready?
Last night was long.
What?
Well, I guess you got started late.
It was not long for me.
I guess you got started late.
I felt like I rushed through that training.
It took you the same amount of time.
Right, and I
started 10 minutes late?
No, it was 15 minutes late at least.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like, you got finished in the same amount of time.
Right. But I was tanked at the end of that.
Yeah.
But rushing, I felt like it was rushed, and I was worried that I thought, oh my God, I'll rush through this and I won't. But, Riffies felt really good last night.
Yeah.
Even Kevin said that. I go, boy, you can tell you're getting stronger. Because when you first start doing those, you felt heavy, but last night felt really good with that, and I just backed down on that get up because until those move to the front, I don't want to risk hurting myself form wise. So I did the first one with 35, and I was just like, I'm backing down to 26, and just until they get moved up, because you're just wore out by that point.
Yeah, I was messing with that yesterday in my own workout because I did that workout yesterday, and I think I found. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're just
gigantic difference. So it'll be good.
But what was funny was when I used to do 26s, it felt challenging.
Yeah.
As soon as I picked that 26,
it was light.
I was like, oh my God.
What's this little baby doing?
Yeah, I even said to Kevin, because I was already down on the ground with it up in the air, and I go, is this a 26, really?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, and I go, wow. Incredible difference.
Yeah.
But it was good. So I just thinking, until you switch those around, I'll just stay at 26 and work on, because I feel like I'm like twisted. Somehow my legs aren't right. I feel like twisted when I'm coming up off the ground. I don't remember feeling
smooth
like that before.
Yeah.
Well, just like on an angle, like something's not.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
right.
not. You don't feel smooth about it. You feel forced.
Yeah, just kind of awkward. So.
Yeah.
Anywho, but yeah, it was good. It was a good workout.
Yeah, I think you'll be surprised. It'll be nice to see how much weight people will actually be able to go up with it being first instead of last. I think you might be able to get to 44 in a couple months or something because of that.
Well, good. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. Definitely can tell that eccentric month really
helped.
Oh, yeah. So how many times in a year will you do that?
Twice.
That eccentric movement?
Twice.
Just twice?
I think so, yeah. As of now. I thought about kind of throwing different ones, not the same ones, but different ones in there a little more sporadically.
Would that be beneficial to not do like a whole month of focused on eccentric work and just kind of do a little every month? Would that help your strength?
Maybe, but it might also I don't think that it would, but it might overwork you a little bit. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Fantastic.
Hi.
It might overwork you a little bit. So eccentric work is actually one of the hardest forms of resistance training that you can do if you do it correctly.
Right.
Because you're working the strongest part of the movement, you should be using heavier weights than you might use whenever you're just doing like the regular movement. So it's going to tear down your muscles more than just like a regular rep or like a static hold or something like that. Static holds are hard too, don't get me wrong. However, the eccentric movement is going to tear down your muscles more. So that's why I'm not sure about doing something every month. Although if it were a different movement every month, then I don't think that would be a gigantic deal. But I don't know. I'm sure I'll continue to play with it, and I like having them in there. At least every 6 months, a month of them. Every 6 months.
Well, I never noticed. I guess because I just didn't pay attention. I never noticed that the month, because I'm sure we did that last year. I remember doing eccentric work last year in the program.
Yeah.
But I don't recall that following month feeling
as strong.
Yeah.
We may have done it a little differently. I don't think that we did, but...
Or maybe I'm just...
Well, what we might not have done, and I can't remember now, but we had an eccentric month, but I may have done eccentric and static in the same month. So we may not... The month after that may have just gone straight to just normal reps and not focusing on one or the other. So we had an eccentric month. That was the first one, right? And then we went to a static month after that. So it could have been the combination of the two.
I don't know. Whatever you did this year, though, you could really feel that in your workout. Whenever we went back to you could tell. But so, if the eccentric work helps you be stronger, then does it make sense to drop your reps down so you could up your weights in that following month? What
do you mean?
Well, like, for example, like those rear foot elevateds, if they weren't 8s, I could probably
What do you mean?
Heavier.
Regular reps. You're talking about your regular reps?
Yeah,
that's 8?
like this month,
just doing
they're 8. Yeah. So following that month of all that eccentric work and whatnot, I think that if I had less reps, I could go in heavier for that month when you're feeling that strong.
Yeah, you certainly could. You felt stronger with your 8s though? Yeah.
Not necessarily that first week. I think because of not doing them for a long time.
You felt stronger.
Yeah. We're second weekend now, and Kevin and I both said, we could probably go up next week a little because the 40s are. I'm doing. Well, I guess we're both doing 40s now. They felt really good last night.
So there's a couple answers to that question. Number one, part of eccentric work is not only to work the strongest part of your movement. Another part of it is training your ligaments and tendons to bear the brunt, right? So if you just go in and start repping heavy weight out, then your tendons and ligaments are going to get angry and not be happy.
Okay.
That's where shoulder issues and hip issues and things like that happen. However, if you went right into heavy weight after that without also priming your body to take the, I guess you can say, muscular endurance, like doing sets of 8 like we're doing, which isn't high reps. It's not terribly high.
No.
Most people, when you say high reps, they think 12, 15. You know what I mean? So 8 is still it's not a strength building rep range by any stretch.
Maintenance.
It's a hypertrophy rep range. However, you're not using heavy enough weights you're still letting your tendons and ligaments figure out weights, and then also building muscular endurance, if you will, or just endurance in general. That way, whenever you are doing sets of 4 or sets of 5 or sets of 6, then that set of 4 it's 4. It's easy. Like, it doesn't take any effort to do.
Oh,
you see what I mean?
So, when I see 4, I'm like, I can do anything 4 times.
Yeah, but it's fun to do because you use heavier weight.
Yeah.
But it's not taxing. Like, you're using heavier weight, so you're getting stronger. But it's not hard because it's not 8. You know what I mean? It's a mental thing partly, but
oh, definitely.
yeah, that's a good question. You know, and it certainly makes sense. But I think that's also why I put it. Not I think that's also why I put it halfway through again, because by the time we get to halfway through the year, then we'll start getting into heavier weights again. You see what I mean? So the program is 12 months.
Okay.
So when we get to the 6-month range, or the 6-month phase 6, and we do eccentric stuff again, after that, then we'll start lifting heavy. You see what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see if that eccentric again will take you even a little further. You see what I mean?
Yeah. No, I guess I just pay more attention to things now that I don't know, that I'm older. I don't know what it is, or maybe because I've been through it and I can have a comparison.
Well, I think it's because it's who you are. Most people don't care about that stuff. They just want to get in shape and be healthy. Some, people think it's cool that they get stronger, and they think it's cool that, but most people don't. Most people don't care. I'm not saying it's bad. It's great.
Well, right, but boy, it's great when you do something now, something in your everyday life.
Yeah.
And you right away are like, oh my God, I couldn't do that 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Or the last time I did this, I struggled.
Yeah.
Now I'm not. I mean, I like seeing the impact of all the work.
Yeah. But you also like seeing the weights moving here, and you enjoy different aspects, and you pay a little more attention to how things affect you and things along those lines. I think most people are on what you're talking about. Most people are there, and not nearly as many people are on the other side, in that they pay attention to the eccentric emphasis stuff, and they pay attention to, the weights that they're doing. And they pay. I don't think as many people. Nearly as many people are on that side.
No,
which is fine. That's fine. That's,
when I was new at it, I didn't know. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I just did what I was told,
Yep.
and that was it. I didn't try to understand it, but it's interesting.
Yeah. So I think that's why you notice those things, because just who you are. Partly because you've done it for a long time, but because you actually enjoy it, like you're in it. You're a nutritionist, like you're in it. So, but that's not the majority of the population. That's 1%. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for that explanation. I won't have to send my friend in with my questions.
Yeah. You.
I know. I passed her and I'm like, Tina, ask me why you're doing that. He won't tell me. And she goes, huh? I go, ask him why you're doing that. He won't tell me. So
Tina's not getting any more answers either.
No, don't take it out on her. I'll just find someone else. You just like to keep.
You just
me
like
guessing.
a patsy. You just want to.
No,
I see how it is.
When you won't answer a question, then I got to find a way to get that answer.
Yeah.
I can, you want me to research it on my own, I'll just call Arnold.
Or Eric or Dan. Your buddies.
Did you take that one exercise from Eric?
Which one?
This thing?
Yes, I did.
I thought so.
Uh,
Did you see him on live? He's doing live Facebook now.
oh, is he on there?
Yeah, he was on there.
I don't know that. I must not be.
He did a question and answers.
Live
I didn't listen to the whole thing, but yeah, he's doing live stuff.
Is he?
I don't know who his little counterpart is that works with him, but both of them were in there.
Younger guy?
Yeah, dark haired.
Yeah, I forget his name. Greg something maybe.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's doing Facebook Live too.
No, I saw him at a Perform Better, and basically he spent a whole hands-on like hour and a half session going over that exercise alone.
Yeah, man.
He's amazing.
He really is when it comes to all of his upper body.
All of his stuff. The dude's just silly smart. So, and the first Perform Better I went to, yeah. So at the end of like one of the days, they do a Q&A panel. They put all the speakers up there, and you can ask
whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want to ask. So one person just asked, "What book would you tell people to read?"
Uh-huh.
And they just went one by one down the line, and most of the books were like, self-help books, or some of them were like just this is a good exercise book to try. This one's okay, or a good business book or something. Nothing was very like in-depth specific. And then it got to Eric Cressy, and he's like structural kinesiology for the everyday, for the something athlete, and I'm like what?
That sounds heavy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh.
But
that's why he's a genius, because he.
Well, and look at what he does in his everyday business. I mean, yeah, I just
he's a genius.
Yeah, I like just looking at his shoulder work and his elbow work and stuff like that, because that's
his thing, shoulder and elbow, or just shoulder mostly, but overall he's a genius.
Yeah.
But most of his stuff is shoulder stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really the only one besides you I follow. So.
Yeah, right.